Go. Hi there, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, amazing one, joining me from across the globe. How are you doing today? I just stopped by to wish you a wonderful, a glorious, and refreshing Sunday, wherever you're joining me from. I hope you're having an incredible weekend and a blessed and refreshing Sunday. For me, it's been an incredible one, refreshing. As always, we start our Sunday in God's presence. Wake up as a family, we go to church, worship with our church family and community, read the word of God, hear the word of God. I teach in Sunday school, so bless our wonderful young children, Latoya, with the word of God, so they may really understand their identity in Christ Jesus and understand how powerful, magnificent they are and their true identity, so no one will be able to tell them otherwise, especially in the world they live today. And they will not conform to societal norms, levels, and limitations, but they will live the authentic life that they are called to live, understanding that they are masterpieces. Each one of them is a masterpiece. So that's what has been, and now we are back together as a family. We got some stuff together, ate together. Daddy's preparing some special meal again, and it will be a quiet one, going through writing my goals for the week. I've got my personal and professional transformation planner here. That is it there, the personal and professional transformation planner. If you want to get this and success planner, enable you to achieve success. Excuse me. In every area of your life. If you want to get this, you can get this on Amazon. You can get this on the Can Be Global Publishing as well. It's an incredible planner. It keeps you focused. It keeps you, organized, and you can clearly know the things that you're not supposed to do, so you don't waste time. In other words, your time is relevant. Your time is actually allocated to the tasks, the goals that you have to accomplish. So I'll just show you before I go on with this live video. And today I'll be talking to you about discipline, okay? It's just a video. I thought I'll stop by and bless you on this Sunday. I wanted to do my transformation podcast. I'm going to do a recording for the transformation podcast this evening as well. And I will continue the theme on unlocking your full potential and stepping into your greatness. But this video is just to bless you and inspire you to start your day, planning your day. If we don't plan in life, then there will be chaos. Then we are planning to fail. Because actually, when you plan, you organize yourself, you know exactly what you have to do. And in other words, you know the things you're not supposed to do. So you can focus your energy, your time, your resources on accomplishing that which you have set out for the week or the month or the year to accomplish. And you'll not be wasting time. You'll not be wandering. It's like you not knowing where you are going to. If I know that I'm going to Manchester, I love to give very simple examples and analogies so you can relate to what I'm saying. If you know you're going to Manchester, for example, Manchester is a city in Liverpool, in the UK. I live in Liverpool. It's about 45 minutes to Manchester. I will definitely have a plan or my map or sat-nav, whatever it is. I'm going to take the route that takes me to Manchester, and I know exactly where I'm going to exit. There are so many exits on the motorway. None of those exits are bad. Every exit is relevant. Every exit has a purpose. But because I have a vision, I have a destination, I am disciplined. My journey, I'm setting out to go to Manchester. I cannot just stay on the motorway. I cannot waste time. I cannot exit on every exit because that would take me a lot of time, wasting my time on the highway, and I wouldn't have accomplished anything yet. But I would focus. I would stay there, disciplined, because I have a destination. I have a goal in mind. I know exactly what I want to accomplish, where I'm going to, and what I want to do when I get there. So I will stay on that motorway and only exit when I get to the exit that takes me to Manchester. And eventually in Manchester, it's a big city as well. I know exactly where I'm going to again. So this is what it does. Planning, organization, vision. It gives us direction. It allows us to be disciplined. Vision automatically creates discipline in your life. Like I said, when I'm going to Manchester to a certain place, maybe I'm going to a shop to buy some stuff, that creates discipline automatically. So you don't struggle. And that's why it says without vision, the people perish. Without vision, we go out of restraint. Without vision, there is no discipline. There is no order. We could just keep doing what we want to do. Maybe I'm going on the motorway and a friend of mine, or I see a friend of mine on the motorway and they say, oh, Sylvia, can you come and let's go have some, fun or go have some lunch and whatever. I quit out of that. But if I have in my mind, I know that I'm going to Manchester. I need to be in this shop before they close. I need to purchase this and that. I will not be distracted. I will not go out with anybody I see on the motorway. I can see my best friend, my brother. I'll wave them and say, hi, have a wonderful day. And I'll go along my way. I'll speak to you later. I will see you later. So vision creates discipline in your life. It's good for you. It's paramount. It's fundamental. If you must step into your greatness this year, like I've told you, this is a year of you stepping into your greatness. I tell the incredible mentees I work with as well, the women I work with, because I know clearly we cannot keep being the same. God wants to take us to another level, myself included, and that's why I put out the vision out there. I'm going to impact 10 million lives this year. Things cannot be the same. When I want to sleep, sometimes I smile. I'm like, Sylvia, it cannot be business as usual. You cannot just spend your time in bed. Like right now, I've stayed with my children, but I'm like, you cannot impact 10 million lives if you choose to stay as normal. You just want to go to your work every day. Yes, I work with women. I coach some people online as well. I coach them physically. I cannot just do that because that will not get me to 10 million people. I need to increase my activities. I need to increase the work I do. So that's why I've come here. So automatically, my vision, the plan I have for my life this year is actually enabling me to be disciplined. So it's so easy to be disciplined when you have a vision. And that's what happens when you have a plan. Like this was my goal of my planner of last year. Not last year, sorry. Yesterday, like I said, every single day is unique. There is no date. So you put your date. In other words, if you get this planner today, on your page 1, you start with the date that you get the planner. Again, you can get it on Amazon. It's powerful. It's powerful. I love it. I love it. It gives me, I'm always working on planner. I've always been using planners all my life, but this is incredible because it gives me a lot of discipline. It gives me the ability to sit down and reflect every single day as well if I've accomplished that. Whereas with my other planners and most planners, you just write and you tick. But the fact that you come and write, you review, you can really go and sit back and see, oh, this day I had to accomplish this, I've not accomplished. Why? You know how you use your time. Maybe I went on doing things I was not supposed to do, or maybe the first task I had to accomplish on my list took me longer than I expected. So you'll be able to keep a record. You'll be able to track your progress, and you know where you need improvement or where you are doing exceedingly well, and you need to actually replicate that in other areas of your life where you are not doing exceedingly well. So this is it here. You start with blessing. My recent book, I want you to get that book. I'm going to put it out there. When I come here, I don't put the title, okay? I'm going to put my title after I've done my message because honestly, I'm incredibly gifted. In fact, I was just asking my daughter, I'm going live, sweetheart, what should I speak on? I just came here and decided what I'm going to talk on. So she told me to talk about courage. I'm like, okay. I just asked my son, get my planner for me. I'm going to talk about discipline. That's how I work. That is how I work. Even in my teachings, in a lot of things, but of course, if we've got programs, I know exactly that this program is on confidence, this program is on public speaking, so I've got materials that I've already prepared. But personally, if I'm teaching, I know exactly what I have to do, what is in those materials, because I wrote them. I brought them out following research, following years of work of teaching these subjects. So when I am teaching, but when my team, my wonderful Sarah or others are teaching, they use the work we already have so they can follow that up. And that's why I replicate. I have resources available. And if you are a coach, I've said this, you are a trainer, you need some of those groundbreaking resources, authentic resources that produce results, that are replicable, that are sustainable, that I've applied in my life again and again, and it works. Those I've been able to impact and work with, they've applied in their lives and it works. Reach out to me. I've got diverse programs, powerful, life-changing. For all of them, I've got books. Most of my books are written in the format where they give my students the opportunities to reflect and write. So we are not just prescribing to you. We are giving you the opportunity to think about your own life, reflect on your own life, your own challenges, and then you write based on your own vision, based on what success is to you or what you are called to do, what you are called to fulfill, your purpose. You then write. And you use the principles that we share with you, the strategies, but then you make your own decisions. Of course, with our guidance, we're going to get you to where you want to be. So it is very important. With all my books, it's always written in that way. You have places like, who am I? It gives you the opportunity to write, to reflect. And I've got PowerPoints for every single book of mine. The PowerPoints go beyond the book. We have images. So for those who are teaching, you can use my PowerPoint slides and presentations for each topic. I've got for example, resilience blueprint. I think we've got over 100 or 200 slides for that subject, and it comes handy with my workbook, which is about, I think, 182 pages as well, that you can use. And some of the programs, they come included with the workbook that you can also get. You want to purchase from us so you can use with your students. So you give that professional, I don't just want you to be something that you are not. First of all, you apply it in your life, then you become that, and then you can teach, which is why it's so easy for me to step in here any moment and I can talk for 1 hour if I want to stay here, and I'll give you, really relevant stuff that will have the impact, or that will be able to impact and transform your life. So again, if you don't have this planner, I'm really encouraging you to get it. Let me show you what I did. For example, yesterday, I start my day with gratitude. I start my day thanking God for the blessings that I have in my life. The first part, so it makes you to build a mindset of gratitude. When we are not grateful for life, when we are not grateful, for the things that we have, we are not grateful, there is a tendency that we actually become entitled. We think we are entitled to things. We think it's based on our own power and knowledge. We might easily think we are maybe everyone is special, don't get me right, or there can be an altar of arrogance or pride. But when you pause and recognize every single morning, I know, for example, I'm super intelligent. I'm a very, very intelligent woman. I know. No doubt, no wisdom. No doubt, nothing to you. You can see when you listen to me, you read my books and everything. I've always been that way from childhood. And I thank God that I do my part. I read, I apply, and all of that. And thank God for wisdom. Yeah, I am wise. I'm incredibly wise, but this is not for me, because wisdom is not from education. It says those who lack wisdom should ask from him who gives it. He gives it from the one who gives wisdom. He will give it to you in abundance. And for me, my wisdom comes from God. And that's why when I want to come talk here sometimes, I don't prepare, because I'm just like a vessel. I'm like, Lord, use me today. What should I share with these incredible women and men joining me? What message do you want them to hear? And I just step in here, because I live the message. I live every single message I tell you. If I have to tell you on your health and well-being, you can see me. I live it. I live it. If I say go exercise, eat healthy, I live that. I don't qualify to teach you what I don't live, what I don't practice in my life. If I tell you you can thrive in your marriage amidst the challenges, I live that. Yes, I've had extreme challenges in my marriage. For those of you who've ever heard me speak, in the past, I've told you my greatest challenge in my life has been there, but I'm thriving. Those challenges, I thank God the most for those challenges. In fact, I'm a power wife. My husband is a power husband. We are doing a power couple stuff, impacting and transforming couples. We are working with endless couples as we continue to work on ourselves. I had to go through those challenges so that the Lord can use me, build me to be able to serve others authentically. That when I tell you that regardless of the challenges, don't give up. Regardless of the challenges, you won't be broken, because you need to work on yourself. It's an opportunity for you to understand who you are, your own weaknesses, your own shortcomings. So when you are your best, you bring the best in your relationship. You don't bring 50 and your spouse brings his or her best in the relationship as well. Never 50. It's 100 and 100. You don't come to a relationship for people to fix you or give you joy or make you better. You come to a relationship integral, whole, happy, joyful, and then you share your joy and love and integrity with your partner or with your spouse. But a lot of people step in there broken, and you expect to have a whole and integral relationship. It doesn't work that way. So, beloved, this is it. I start my day with gratitude, and I want to encourage you. And again, if you've not purchased my recent book, it's on $199. I had to leave it for $199. Only for 3 days. I just said, you know what? I want to impact more lives. I want more people to get this book. I'm thinking of even taking it to 99p. There will be a time when I'll give it for free, but it's not going to be now. I want those who are serious about transforming their lives, overcoming trials in life, challenges, grief. Grief is not necessarily the loss of someone. So you might be like, oh, I haven't lost anyone today. And in that book, I gave the simple definition for grief. It's a loss, immense, loss, despair that we feel. It can be the loss of a loved one, a dear one, loved ones, even the loss of your health and well-being, even the loss of the life that you dreamed to have that you don't have anymore. You are regretting because you are not living the life that you thought you would be living. So it's like you have lost your life because you wasted years, or someone impacted you or destroyed your life. Whatever the reasons are, it's not relevant, but that's also grieving. Or even a child that you gave birth to has become so unwell, and you are grieving because you had actually envisaged a healthy child. Even the relationship relationship with your child, maybe it's broken, it's damaged. For some of you, I know a lot of parents I work with, unfortunately, they don't even live with their children. Unfortunately, they don't have any good relationship with their own children. So you are grieving that child of yours, even though they are alive. I know a lot of people who are grieving people who are alive, and that is what grief is. That is what it is. It's focusing on that which we have lost. Be it the job. Some people grieve for the jobs that they have lost. They are fired from a job, they lose their job, and they grieve. Some become unwell, maybe they lose a hand, they have amputation, they have whatever it is, cancer and breast cancer, and they are, all of that, diverse word. It may be they are blind, they've gone blind, they used to see, and they are grieving for the sight they used to have. And one thing I say, okay, I've been there. I've lost some incredibly amazing and loved ones. In fact, the book is devoted to my dad. The next time I'm talking, I'll bring the book. Next week, I'll be talking a lot on that book so I can show you the book. Okay, a lot of our books are in the offices. We've got like 2 offices, so most of them are not at home. And when we know we have to do programs, then I can bring them home sometimes. I think I have to start keeping copies at home. So you start with gratitude. It says, today I'm most grateful for. If you're starting a new week, let me go to a blank page, okay? How it starts. Let me go to a blank page. This is one that I've done. So I'll start my new week today. I'll go to the new blank page. Let me go to the blank page. So this will be week 2, I think so, or week 3 in 2025. Great. I just want to open it. Pardon me. Okay, every week goes with 7 days and then it ends. So I come to the next week. All right, that's week 3. You come to the next week, you put here, I've just gone to week 3 now. It starts with an affirmation. Let me see the affirmation for week 3. It says your attitude is critical and solely responsible for how you respond. I'm sorry, my eyes actually need, okay, I'll take it over. Your attitude is critical and solely responsible for how you actually respect yourself, or you express yourself. Pardon me. I need glasses, I'm using all my positive mindset not to use glasses yet. I don't want to use glasses yet, but sometimes I struggle to read things that are so small. Okay, so that's why. So it starts with a quote. All right, that's the first week. You write your week here, the date of this week 3. If it starts today, whenever you get the book, it will be your week 1. If you get the book today, you'll be going to week 1, your first week, and it's month 1. You put there, it starts with months. Actually, I've already started with my month, so I'm not going back there. I just wanted to show you a blank page. So you start with your week 1, and then it goes to, after the quote, it goes to I am blessed. This week I'm most grateful for. You start with gratitude. Write down everything you are grateful for. Too often we just go about. So every single day you are actually obliged, or you are training yourself to be grateful, to recognize the things you are most grateful for. I always start, I'm grateful for my darling husband and my marriage. I'm grateful for my incredible, gifted and talented children and my family. I'm grateful for my family, my siblings and my brothers, and they are my siblings. I'm grateful for my purpose, my life, my team, my staff. I'm grateful for my health and my well-being. I'm grateful for my finances, my wealth. I'm grateful for, I just go on and on. I don't have so much space. If I had so much space, I'll fill it with gratitude, because I'm a very grateful person. I understand that a lot of the gifts I have, and it's the same for you, we don't deserve to live this morning. We are privileged to be alive this morning. Some people who die today, it's not like we deserve to live more than they deserve to live. Or those who died a month ago, it's not like we deserve to live more than they do. We are privileged and honored. It's an honor to live on these days. A huge privilege that we should not take for granted. And just pausing and recognizing that, appreciating it, and being thankful goes a long way. And the truth is, we grieve because our focus is on that which we have lost, that which we don't have, or that which we yearn to have. But when we express gratitude, we shift our focus and perspective from that which we yearn to have, from that which we have lost, like I was talking about grief before, the child, the loved one, the family, to that which we have, the blessings that we have in our life, big or small. They don't have to be gigantic. And if we dwell on grief for so long, we become ungrateful, because it's like God is blessing us every single day. You wake up with the gift of life, with bread. Some people cannot even breathe naturally. Some people need oxygen. I was talking to one of my brother-in-law the other day. We just lost another in-law. So they were just talking about how it got to the stage, in Cameroon, in Africa. God is really helping a lot of the people there, honestly. Let me speak for Cameroon. A lot of people, the people there, the things that you hear about the care in the hospital, honestly, you just think like we are truly privileged, no matter what we do, and people are suing the NHS and all of that. So they were talking about oxygen, that for an hour of oxygen is about 10,000 francs CFA. I think the equivalent here would be about maybe £1,000 for an hour of oxygen. We go about every day breathing free oxygen. Nobody is asking us to pay. Someone is at that deathbed, and unfortunately, we've lost so many because they could not afford to stay on oxygen. Imagine if humans had to sell oxygen to us. Some of us will be dead, will not be able to purchase. And especially those who have autonomy or power, they dictate the price. So some would have been selling it maybe, a day of oxygen to an hour. That's an hour for maybe 1 million. And it says scarcity actually dictates the price, the value of something. So the more it becomes scarce and needed, the higher the price will go. Think about the fact that you and I wake up this morning. We didn't have to purchase the air we breathe. How many of us purchase water? Yes, we say tap water is not good. If you take that tap water, you boil it, and you can filter it in the most simple ways. You'll be able to drink it. We don't really need to purchase water. Yes, sometimes we purchase, I know, but it's just to tell us we are blessed. There are some countries where people live in the days that they don't even have water. So just be grateful, and the fact that you are alive. So it helps you to take your, because when we keep, where our energy goes, where our focus goes, our energy goes. And if we focus on things that we want to create, if we focus on the vision, on creating something, it brings life. When we create, we bring life. When we create, we bring into existence something that never existed before. So when your focus and energy is on that which you're going to create, guess what? You are bringing life. You are more energetic. You are more passionate. You are refueled, revamped, and motivated. When your energy is on that which you have lost, maybe you are grieving for a lost one forever, it depletes your energy. Because it's like it's going to a dark hole that will never, there is no exit, or there is just it's just a dark hole that never ends, an unending dark hole. So that energy just goes, is draining, and we know energy is never created or destroyed. It's transformed from one form to the other. So you're transforming that energy of life that you used to have in you, that gives you the zeal and passion to live, into that hole, into grief, into what you have lost, that dark hole. And because there is no end to grief, because the dead person is not coming back, there is no end to death. Dead is dead. He's dead forever and gone forever from this physical world. They cannot be here. All those who have lost, whether we accept or not, the reality is that they are gone forever. And the more I put that energy there, it's drained, it's depleted energy, because it has no use on this earth. It's going to the dead. It doesn't have the power to bring back the dead to life. So unfortunately, it's depleting me of energy. And that's why when we grieve a lot, be it something we have lost, even a job, rather than going ahead and looking for a new job, we are mourning every single day. Oh, I lost that job because of this boss, because X and Y reported me, because X and Y Z did this, because X and Y Z was jealous of me. We are only dwelling there. Your energy is being depleted. Your energy is being transformed. The little life you had in you to be inspired to go look for a job, you are regretting. You are thinking of what you would have had, you should have, you couldn't have, or whatever. And it's just gone and gone. And of course, like I said, energy is never created or destroyed. It's transformed from one stage to the other. So imagine a bed we are given a certain amount of energy, potential. Our energy is trapped within. If we are not creating new energy, we cannot transform that energy to a life that can be able to be sustainable and produce much more. Because the principle of seed is, you sow one seed, it produces much more. But when we take that energy and focus on that job we have lost, on that life we have lost, on that sickness that we had and we've never regained it. We fail to be grateful for the life we have today and nurture and care for it in such a way that it can give us more life, more zeal, more meaning, and more passion to live life. So in other words, we have more passion and energy. We are creating more energy. It's not created. We are transforming the dormant energy. We are bringing the energy trapped within the potential of life within us and using it to live life fully, to create again, or to do something greater and more fulfilling. So it's paramount that we focus on being grateful. Look at the things that you could be grateful for today that money cannot buy. So you don't tell me, oh, I don't have money. You don't understand where I come from, Dr. Sylvia. We don't need money to be grateful. So many things in life. You don't even understand how you wake up, how you woke up today and you're able to function. Your legs can move, in a proper way without breaking down. Some people got up from bed and they could not walk. Some people got up and the time they realized, by the time after a minute they had a stroke, they can't walk anymore. In a click of an hour, the blink of an eye, a second, and their lives change forever. So you've got to be grateful. And then it goes now to affirmations, okay? Affirmations. Once you've been grateful for the things you're grateful, you affirm. Call for those things that are not as if they were. Don't go on the things that have been lost. The job. Call for the new job you are looking for. Call for the new health you are looking for. Call for the life you want to live. Call for the memory of the loved ones you've loved. Think about those memories so they become alive in you again. Call for the millions you want to create this year. Call for everything. Speak them out. Affirm them. And you are writing them down. It says when we call for those things that are not, they become a reality. Our mind has the power to begin to create new neuronal pathways that will guide us towards the things we are calling into our life, towards the vision, towards whatever we are creating, so it can be made manifest. But we need to step on that new pathway, the new neuronal pathways that have been created. We need to take practical actions, because if not, affirmation alone, you can just lie in your bed and affirm and you become wealthy. No, when you got that job, the vision, ideas of where to go for a job, you go and take the action and apply for that job. You go and take the action and write down that vision if you want to create a business, and start looking for people who will help you, coaches, people who have done it before, mentors, so you can physically step out there and take the actions and create a business, or go look for that job and go for an interview. And when they call you, you need to go. You can't just lie on your bed and affirm, I call for the results of that interview, I've succeeded, without going there. No. As much as we are spiritual beings, so we are calling the things from the spiritual realm so they become manifest in the physical realm. But as physical entities here on earth, that spiritual beings having a physical natural experience, there is a place where our spiritual capacity is made manifest in our physical body. And that's why we talk of manifestation. Manifestation is what we see in the physical eyes, because in the spiritual realm it's already created. If not, we'll remain visionaries forever. It's already created. Once we speak it out, we'll bring it into life on the physical earth. In our minds, it's already there. It's the foundational pillar, the image, the vision. But speaking it out, writing it down is the foundation. We are building the foundation and making it tangible in the physical reality, so that we can now build upon that which we call in the physical world, and it can be made manifest. So eyes can see it, hands can touch it, and people can benefit from it, and all of that. And it goes now to your personal goals. You need to be able to identify that you are actually multidimensional. You cannot focus a lot on your spiritual or personal development and just or your career, your business goals, which is what most people do. I'm going to do this today. I want to earn 10K a month. I want to do this. What about your physical health? You should understand that you are the vehicle. You are the only home you live on planet, and you can't exchange your body. When your body breaks, then unfortunately your spirit is going to leave, because there's nobody to contain it anymore. And when your spirit departs from this body, you are no longer human. You are not present on this earth. You are now a ghost, Holy Ghost, whatever it is. If you're going back to God, if you believe in Him, you work with Him in alignment with His plans and purpose, then you go back and dwell with your Heavenly Father. If not, I don't know. I'm not here to do that. That's not what my talk is about, to tell you where the dead go. Absolutely no. But what I'm saying is, you have to be actually present on this earth to achieve all your goals, to make an impact. So you need to take care of this physical vehicle and vessel. You cannot knock it down and just focusing on, what you want to earn, what you want to do. So what are you going to do this year? This week, let's not even go on this year. You've set your goals at the beginning. So you go now, your personal goals for this year. You want to start from inside out. I cannot emphasize this enough. So all of this enables you to be disciplined. So what am I saying? The power of discipline is my talk for today. Writing this down allows you to be disciplined. During the week, I'm going to work from this. I'm going to work from this. This is what I want to do. So you're putting everything down on this week. Maybe I want to get this book published, a book published this the end of this month. So this week I'm going to complete the book and send it for editing. I'm giving an example. This book, maybe you are looking on doing a conference. So this book, you're going to finalize the conference venue, all of that. Carry out sales or invite those who have to attend the conference. Those are just the goals. Those are the professional goals. So it has your personal goals, your professional goals. Take care of your mental health, your spiritual health. Like I said, you need to work from inside out, understanding you're a spiritual being. You want to nurture your spirit. You want to nurture your mind, which is so crucial. As you think, so you become. Your mind is the gateway to you exhibiting the greatness that's within you. Your mind is a great way through which the spiritual power in you will be made manifest. I can't stay as spiritual out. Humans need to see the work and benefit from my work. I can't create a spiritual work and expect you to benefit that I've already created work. No, that's why God sent us on this planet with bodies, so we can embody His Holy Spirit and be able to do the work that He has called us to do, making it manifest. And it says, by their fruits they will be known, by the works we do. It says, let your light and my light shine before men. I cannot just be a spiritual light. He needs men to see. Where there is light, I can see and walk and not stumble, so they may see my good works and glorify my Father in heaven. The glory goes to Him. So you want to step out and take those actions. You want to take care of your personal development, physical, spiritually. What are you going to eat? I'll put what I'm eating. I'll drink a lot of water this week. I'll eat healthy. Make sure I eat veg and vegetables. Put that there. I'll spend time with my children. Minimum 30 minutes of quality time. I've said, well, we'll just sit down. We'll pray together as a family. I'll spend time with my husband and all of that. I'll spend time with my own self, nurturing my personal development, my mind, by reading books, audio books. I do a lot of audio books. And then maybe some verses, not maybe, I will do some verses in the Bible. I'm just saying now to you, but it's concrete. When you're writing goals, you don't say maybe or I will try. You're writing what I do. I write in the present tense. I complete this. I work out 30 minutes a day. I work out 1 hour a day. Not I will. Write in the present. This is on this week. I will work out 5 days a week. So this is still the week. And then now, once you've done your weekly goal, based on your weekly goal, you come on your daily goals. When it's Monday, I'm going to start what is the priority in my week that I have to accomplish. If you have put, like, you're writing a book, you want to publish it by the end of the month, you've not finished that book, write maybe 10 chapters, 1 chapter, 2 chapter, complete the first 3 chapters of that book. So you know that you sit down there and finish that chapter. Write a bid, a contract for a deal that you want to get, so you might bring in, some more revenue to your company. Do that. And then that's it. Every single day again, you start with gratitude, and it just goes on and on. And the end of the week, this week, what you have accomplished, you write it there, so you can really be able to review. Am I just writing things to say I've set goals, but I don't keep to them? So what this does, every single day I go on my list. When I work, I now go on the ABCD method of Brian Tracy. A is the top of my priority, what I must do this day. One of the greatest things, if I do this day, will have the highest impact in my life, that will create the results of, it's like 20-80 rule. 20% of the things we do will produce 80% of the results. You need to find that thing. There are just some things that if we do on the day, we'll get more results. Some of those things that we do on the day, you may do 80% of them, put so much time there, the results is minimal. You want to actually strategize. That's why they say very wealthy people, they work smart. They don't work necessarily hard. You don't want to go and be doing the 80% of things that only produce 20% of result during your week. You want to identify, strategize, and focus on those 20% of things that will produce 80% of result. But if you are not writing down these goals, if you are not creating them and writing them down, you will not have discipline. You will not be able to identify what is that thing that will bring you 80% of the results. So you focus on it and work on it. You'll be all over the place. John calls you today. Can we do this? Can you help me with this? You do that. Once you are having your goals, in fact, the difference between the most wealthy people in the world, the wealthiest people in the world, which is about 3% of the world's population, and 97 is just, average, mediocre, or just going by. They are not wealthy. The key difference between those 3% of wealthy people in the world is that all of them have clearly defined vision, goals for their life, written down, established. If you ask them their 10-year goals or vision, what do you want to accomplish in 10 years, they will tell you like they are reading a book. And they write them down. They work from book to life. They create, because it's the foundation. A builder creates from foundation to building. They understand that if they don't lay down the foundation, there will be distraction. You must start building. If you never had a foundation, how many people have started building and look at the homes around them and they want to change their mind? But because you started, you have a structure. You have a foundation in place that disciplines you, and you have to build according to that. I've seen a case where In Cameroon, someone was building. He's laid down the foundation to take the amount of story that that foundation was strong enough to take. And in the course of building, he had so much money. I don't know, maybe he won a contract, something like that. And of course, we know a particular tribe in Cameroon, they call them Bamileki. They like to work a lot, money, but it's stupidity because, like we said, without vision, the people will perish. That vision was the foundation that has been laid down. The vision of what that home will be has been envisaged by the architect, and they've gone and put down the foundation. And the foundation is the wall, the pillars that will hold that home according to the way it was envisaged. So it is strong, it is rooted, and it's unshakable. In the course of time, he went to add more money, and they told him, we can't do this. Of course, sometimes they say, who pays the pipers? The piper dictates the tune. He's like, oh no, just add it. What happened? They added the story. It was just unfortunate, but incredible in a sense. It's not incredible. You could see how that house, it's not even been finished. Built everything to the end. They had about maybe 12 stories, and it just bent. The building was not finished. That's in Bonamusadi. For those who come from Cameroon, you might have seen that building. Sable Bonamusadi. Beautiful. It was supposed to be a beautiful home. The structure just bent. They've gone beyond what the foundation can carry. Your goals are your foundation. When we go beyond, like that analogy of that home that bent, we break down, we exhaust ourselves, we become overwhelmed. We become overwhelmed because that foundation was not designed to carry us and every other thing we are doing. The foundation should create discipline in your life. The vision and your goals should create discipline in your life, so you're able to say no without even feeling guilty. Because you know that you're only human. You've only got 24 hours in a day. Imagine you have a task for every hour of your life, and then later on you have to sleep for 6 hours a day, and you've not finished the tasks, or you've just finished them. Someone is calling you when you have to sleep to come and work. You'll be like, no. If at all you go use your 6 hours to sleep and say, oh, of course I finished my job. This is my sleeping time now. You go and work. You do it a second day, a third day. It's only a matter of time before you'll be mentally broken. Lack of sleep, deprivation of sleep, other things start coming in, dry eyes, depression, and all of that. You get insomnia in the long run, and then your body pays. So that is the key, the foundational pillar of being disciplined, is knowing exactly what you want. Having a clear vision and image for what you want. If it's on the day, you must go out knowing that this is what I want to accomplish on this day. These are my goals for this day. Vision is a longer picture, it's a bigger picture. You may never accomplish your vision, but you work towards accomplishing it, and others may accomplish that vision. It's not always the visionary that actually achieves or accomplishes the vision. Like Martin Luther King was the visionary who saw black and white men, children coming together, but he never accomplished that. But he paved the way and laid the foundational pillars on which we, others who came behind him, built on. So it was easier because he already had created that vision and laid the foundational pillars. It's much more easy to build. I think most of us, if we are asked to build foundation, will not be able to do that. It takes some great insights, and based on what it's going to carry, the depth that it has to go will be different. The poles that go there will be different. I'm sure any of us can just go, as if a builder tells us, put a brick here, and you put the cement and put the next brick, we can do that. We can do that. The expertise is not as much as that of the foundation. And that's when visionaries are the path maker. They pave the way. They create a way that has never existed before. While the ordinary people are looking like no one has ever done that, so it's not possible. Like Henry Ford, when he was about to do his V8 cylinder for the Ford car, of course, Henry Ford he's not an engineer. He did not study so much. We've heard about that once. He was even threatened to be taken to court. I think he was even taken to prove his intelligence. How stupid can we be? How stupid. Creativity has got nothing to do with our own way of measuring intelligence. He's an incredibly creative genius, and we could see how much he's done and accomplished. And the engineers who have studied, PhDs and all of that, because he says, while I'm not intelligent to do some certain things, I pay those who are intelligent to work for me and carry out those tasks. In other words, he focuses on his greatest strengths, where he's outstanding and has maximum authority. He is the visionary, and he pays those who have the other skills and knowledge that he doesn't have. So for his V8 cylinder, they were like, oh, it's not possible. They called for all the world, had meetings. He's like, no, this, that. What did Henry Ford say? Do it anyway. If I've envisaged it in my mind, that's what he was simply saying. I've seen that vision. I know it exists. I know it can come to place. I know we can do it. Yes, I've heard all what you're saying. I'm not going to hear any excuses. No excuses, no justification. Do it anyway. A V8 cylinder. We need to get that. Go work on finding it. That's why I paid you. Go look for the solution. They went again, hit their heads, came back. At the end, what happened? He got the V8 cylinder in the, his car, in the Ford car. And that was something groundbreaking, revolutionary. He knew that there is nothing that I see in my mind that's not true. He said, if we can believe it, if you can conceive it in your mind and believe it in your heart, you can achieve it. It is accomplished. So he knew that. You see, vision creates discipline. I'm not going to be swayed by what even they call themselves professionals tell me, because I have seen it. I know this is what I have to do. And I know the feeling that what I will experience within that deep inner sense of fulfillment, that I have truly created something astonishing and made a difference in my world. I have actually brought something to enrich my world that never existed and would never have existed if I didn't come to this planet. So beloved, when you don't have a vision, clear vision for your life, and every single week clear goals, the goals are what you have to do in working towards accomplishing that vision. You're going to be easily derailed. Vision will give you discipline. Vision will give you discipline. Apologies. So you need to get a planner. It might not be this, but this is incredible because it guides you. Again, it brings discipline in your life. You are obliged. You wake up every single morning, you start expressing gratitude. You see, because there's something that is guiding you. It guides us. Discipline is guidance in the direction of movement where we want to achieve something. So despite how we feel, I might not feel great, it's got nothing to do with your feelings. And let me tell you, I always say this, your discipline is directly proportional. Your vision, the higher your vision, the lower the willpower you need to accomplish what you want to do. So in other words, your discipline or your ability to achieve success without getting off track is directly proportional to your life purpose, to your vision. So where you don't have a very clear vision, a clear purpose why you are doing this, a clear motivation why you are doing this, you need a lot of willpower. You need people to push you. Imagine they give you a task while you don't even understand what you are doing, why you are doing that task. You'll be like, oh my goodness, you don't even feel like doing it. There's no drive, there's no motivation, you will not want to do it. But when you understand clearly the purpose of this task, I usually tell people when I do public speaking with them, those who are so afraid, they're like, oh, I can't speak, or they look at themselves, I'm not good enough, people will laugh at me, I stutter, I look bad, I don't even look clean. I say things, imagine something like this. Imagine you were given a message, okay? You don't even have to speak a letter. So take to the Royal Hospital. They've made everything available for you. The taxi that's going to take you there, or the car and the driver that's going to take you there, you don't have to do anything, but you are the one that must hand that message and open it. And someone is lying on that hospital bed that they need that verdict. You are coming with that for them to have the solution. If not within the next 10 minutes before you get to that hospital, or 15 minutes, that person will die. I asked them, what would you do? In that moment, it didn't become them. It wasn't about them. It wasn't about how great I look, whether I've taken my shower, whether I can speak well. It was about the greater purpose. It was about them serving a life, knowing that this action is a selfless action. It's far bigger than how I look. It's far bigger than how I sound. It's far bigger than what people think about me or not think about me. They all said, I will go. I said, what if you were not even well dressed? You had the slippers and they told you it was just 15 minutes. They said, I will go straight the way I am, immediately to that hospital and hand that message. That's exactly what purpose does to us. The bigger, the clearer, the more vivid your vision, your purpose is, the more clarity and discipline you have in your life, and the more you can take action towards your goal. Because discipline, vision creates discipline. So you don't even need to do much. I'm not going to teach you that forego this, don't look at the right, close your eyes, close your that. No. And vision ignites a core conviction, a strong belief within you. Our beliefs determine our values. And then it shapes and creates your value. So you start valuing, speaking to people, for example. You start valuing your health and well-being. You start valuing looking good, feeling good, and really having that great lightness in you. You start valuing the fact that you go up the stairs and you don't run out of breath. So that's what that's what happens because of that vision you have of yourself when you become fit and healthy, how you look like, what you experience. It now creates that strong belief within you, that conviction that I believe in health and well-being. I believe in being fit. I believe in being sound. I believe in working on myself. I believe in eating healthy. It shapes your values. While we don't see your beliefs, we don't see your values, what we see are the words. It shapes your thoughts. The way you start thinking is different. Someone who values healthy eating thinks differently in front of food from someone who values junk. When you see junk, you can say no. So I don't need some incredible resistance to be disciplined when they put cake and juice and alcohol. For me, I don't take alcohol. Give me all the whiskey you want. I don't need some strong willpower. I already have a vision of my life, what I need to do, and the benefits of me doing that without alcohol. So it is so easy, because immediately I see the image of myself, who I am. I need to be sober at every given moment, because I'm giving advice to people, countless amounts of people. Some might call me today. Some might text me. Some of the incredible women I work with. Dr. Sylvia, can you call me? I'm low. I'm not feeling great today. I'll call them. If I had drank something and then whatever, hang out, how do they call it? I will not be sober. So it doesn't cost me a thing to be disciplined, whether you put 50 million of alcohol. I can't take McDonald's every day. I don't even like McDonald's. But once in a while, because I understand that it's not a path to healthy eating. So I don't need some magical discipline. Or you take me somewhere, you put a lot of fat. It doesn't take me some heavy discipline. Or, please, can you help me? Call 10 people. I'm going to this place. Please call me and ensure I don't drink alcohol. Call me and ensure I don't eat that pork. I don't need that. Because my vision guides me. It pulls, it develops a passion. Passion is a force that attracts you, that pulls you towards your purpose, towards your vision, towards your goal. So by the time I want to turn away, it's like a powerful force that is incomprehensible. I cannot understand it. It's incomprehensible. Is that how they say it that way? I can't comprehend it. It's pulling me, but that force is far powerful than any force that can take me away from where I am. The force is telling me, Sylvia, this is not who you are. You are not junk. You are not alcohol. You are not someone who smokes. That's not who. So I don't even think, because everything, like I say, where your focus goes, your energy flows. My focus is on that vision, on that purpose. All my energy is there. And what we don't feed actually becomes depleted. We don't need to struggle to do anything. So beloved, if someone needs to tell you that, 4 secrets to discipline, no. The only key thing, and that's why in the Bible it says, my people perish for 2 things, lack of knowledge and lack of vision. Knowledge of what you need to do to stay disciplined, and vision of what you are doing, the thing that you have to do. You don't have knowledge, then you don't have the vision, because they come hand in hand. And the vision is clearly showing you your purpose, internalized mental picture of your purpose. It's like knowing the purpose of my eyes. I can't be, it doesn't take me so much strength to know that I don't have to put alcohol in my eyes or wash my eyes in the morning with, no, I know this is toxic for my eyes. I know the purpose of my eyes is to bring sight to this body, and I have knowledge of how I have to take care of these eyes for it to fulfill its greatest potential of bringing sight to my body. So automatically I can deny taking my eyes to places that will cause havoc to it. I can take myself off places where there are constant cigarette smoke that comes to my nostrils, and I'm breathing it, because I understand that my body is created to breathe healthy air, oxygen that will revive me, not toxic. So I cannot stay around places where people are smoking and there is toxic air. While I cannot tell them to leave, I discipline myself. I can leave that environment. I know how powerful it is for me to be optimistic. I know that my mind is created to thrive in a positive environment. I know that every vision, every dream I saw in my mind, if it's optimistic, in other words, if it believes in it, if it believes in the potential of that vision becoming a reality, then it will nurture it and it will become a reality. So I understand how powerful an optimistic mind is. It doesn't cost me so much to stay away from negative people, from naysayers. I don't need extreme discipline. I know, for example, that I'm here to serve. I can't stand those who gossip. I can't be amongst people who gossip. I will tell them to stop talking. Anything you cannot talk to someone about them, don't say it to me. If you're telling me to go help them, to go affront them and say that, then speak to me. If you come in to say beer, I cannot stand that environment, because I know that gossip chokes, it drains, it wastes your time, your value. So I will either tell them to stop, or it costs me nothing to derail, move away from the company of those who gossip. They can't be my friends. I can't be friends with people who gossip. So I am disciplined based on my core beliefs. I believe in honesty. I believe in truth. I believe in telling people. If I have to tell them, it's not everything in life. I was not called to be correcting you in life. I've got my own life to deal with and put my own mess or, anything together. If you have any mess, I'm called to discipline myself. That's why it's called self-discipline. We discipline our children as well, but it's for a short time. When we leave, my parents are not here today, but the discipline and values they created in me are shaping and guiding my every action and my habits and the character that I have today. So beloved, I'm going to end here today with you. The key of today's message, having discipline, the power of discipline in your life. How can you cultivate an attitude of discipline? Easy. Easy. Know what you want to do. Focus on what you want to do. Write it down clearly. Don't keep it in your mind. Because if it's in your mind is capable of taking millions of information in a second. People come with other information, it chokes it. You are now struggling to make decisions, choices, that if you had written down clearly and knew exactly what you had to do, your choice was easy. It was just one. Today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to go and do my workout at this time, at 10 o'clock. Put time to what you have to do as well, between this and this time. So you're not taking calls. You're not there on Facebook, scrolling from one photo to the other and wasting your time. So your actions will actually be geared towards accomplishing their goals that actually will lead you to the vision and to fulfill your life purpose. So if there's one thing, make goals. Use my planner again as I leave you today. It's an incredible planner to help you. You can get it on Amazon. You can reach out to me and you'll be able to achieve this. Without vision, the people perish. There is no restraint. Have it very clear. Vision shapes our core values. So you don't have to start thinking, I need to build new beliefs. No. If you have a vision of something, you believe in it. That's your belief. Your belief will create the values. And then you will create the passion within you, the fire, the fear to keep going. So you don't need a massive willpower, because your passion can override. Because you're passionate about something, it's like your energy is always flowing. So you have so much energy, you don't need willpower. Willpower is what keeps us going when we don't feel like going, either because we are depleted of energy, there is no drive, there is no zeal, there is no motivation, or want to do something else. And don't focus on the things you don't want to do, because the more you think about what you don't want to do, believe me, like I said, where your focus goes, your energy goes. Your energy is going on the things you don't want to do, and you find yourself doing the things you don't want to do, because all day you've been focused on the things you don't want to do. So forget about that story that people tell you, eliminate this in your life, eliminate. If I tell you want to live a healthy life, for example, you want to stop alcohol, I can't tell you eliminate every alcohol, eliminate every beer. Have a vision of a healthy life, what a healthy life means to you. Have a vision of what you want to bring in your life, the kind of drinks you want to drink. So every day you're thinking, today I want water, and have a vision. When you have a vision, add, emotion to it. How does it feel? Get the taste, get the experience. When you drink water, I feel refreshing. Oh my goodness, I sleep without having any hangover. I sleep without having any headache. Experience it in your body. See yourself working in that new life of being healthy and not taking alcohol, and focus every single day. So it's like you are reprogramming your mind. Your mind is telling you health, water, juice that is healthy, fruit juice, and more fruits and more fruits. And so when you are tempted, immediately, because you fed that so much, your focus is always on that water, on that health. That image comes to you. It's like it resets. It resets. It's like, there is a corruption in your system. Alcohol is coming to corrupt you once more. That's not who you are. Reset. System clear. It identifies the stranger. It identifies the foreigner or the thief that's coming to hijack your body. The alcohol again, it reminds you. Clear, it says, because you have an automatic system then, and that's what we think over and over again. It goes to our subconscious mind. We don't need to think or reason. Automatically it comes up. And that's why we do certain things without even knowing, unconsciously, because we've believed in that growing up without even understanding why we believe in them. And unconsciously, subconsciously, we just do it without even paying attention. So once you start seeing the health, the water you want to drink, the fruits you want to eat, healthy juice, then that will attract your attention. And because the purpose is greater, you have more fuel, energy, and motivation to go towards that and be able to say no. So this includes anyone who wants to leave addiction this year. What do you want in your life? Go for that. God bless you. You've been listening to the wonderful, phenomenal, incredible Dr. Sylvia Forchapley-Camby, also known as the Transformation Doc, 8 times international best-selling author, transformational and inspirational speaker, and a mindset transformation coach, founder and CEO of diverse companies, and also, we have a publishing company, co-founder of Becoming Global Publishing. All of you have a message within you. That trials, the troubles you are going through right now might just be your message to the world. We want to transform your message to a powerful book, a best-selling book, so you may share with the world. This year may be the year that you write that book that you've been postponing a lot. Reach out to experts, people who've done it. All of our consultants are all best-selling authors of multiple books. We've done it, we've lived it, we know how to do it. We want to hold your hands and support you and enable you, empower you to write that book effortlessly, because it doesn't take long to write a book. It's not something abstract. We want to support you. Reach out to us if you want that. I'm also the research director of my daughter's company, Taste Eye. You can see how I'm glowing. Look at me. If I tell you my age, almost getting to my 50s, yet I look like a 16-year-old. Though I have gray hair, which is my wisdom, a lot of wisdom, showing you the years I've lived, the knowledge I've gained, and I pour out to you. Taste Eye, www.tasteeye.com. Incredible products. That's what I use daily for my makeup and everything. I don't even do makeup for my face. Of course, I do makeup. I'm saying I don't use any other thing. I used to use Mary Kay powder. Now, unfortunately, I know I have my incredible Mary Kay sister, a director, that I used to purchase from her. But with my daughter's cosmetics, we have our own powder, which is also natural. We use cacao. You can literally eat all of the things we use, you know, all of our products. Skincare, I use cocoa butter made by us. It's incredible. It's incredible. If you have stretch mark, it goes. I use a powerful cream. We call it the facial glow. It's amazing. A miracle cream. You have stretch mark, you have wrinkles and all that. I guarantee you consistently you use it. We have an incredible antibacterial and fungi wash as well. If you've got pimples, acne, is perfect for that. An incredible best-selling scrub. Our scrub is so much. That's one of our highest, you know, bestseller. When I use it on my body, let me come close to you. Look at my face. Look at my face. It's incredible. I can see the glow when I wash my face. You just scrub it and the salt dissolves. And you know that those are all things that you eat. It's made from things that you eat. Oat, we have Himalayan salt, we have coconut oil, 100% cold pressed products. You know, all of them are used 100% cold pressed. That means that there is no water added when it's been extracted. Either they're extracting the cocoa butter from the seed, or they're extracting the shell, and all of that is extracted at at normal temperature, room temperature, without putting excessive heat, which affects some of the nutrients and minerals. So this is actually the most natural, nature's own way of glowing, of showing your beauty, of caring for your skin the way God intended it. If you want to be like me at my age, you're still glowing, you're still super toned, fit and healthy, Taste Eye is your go-to skincare and cosmetic brand. Everything from head to toe. I'm working on my hair now, and all of that I will show you when it grows. We have another cream, the miracle cream, hair growth cream. Our hair products are really becoming our next bestseller. White and black hair, perfect. You have your braids, we have castor, we have some incredible creams, oil, everything, and also bath washes and shampoo, which the bath wash is one of our latest, so you don't have to use things with lye and all of that to damage your skin. Reach out to us. God bless you. It's been the wonderful Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi. I've got some places. The beginning of the year, I always have new places as I come to the end of my coaching. You want me to coach you? I'm doing one-to-one coaching, group coachings. You have a group of few people. You want to benefit from my work. I'm doing public speaking. You want to master public speaking, to speak like me or even more than me. You know, to speak authentically. You don't have to speak like me. You have to be yourself. Your personality will show when you speak. My daughter, you've seen her. She speaks more than some 30, 50 years old that I've seen some leaders. In fact, whenever she's speaking at my conferences, all of the leaders are like, wow, you know, because of course I've nurtured her. She's grown up that way, and her own style is different. She's not speaking like me. She's her authentic self, and it's just incredible how she brings herself into her public speaking, and it's so natural. And I trained her, of course, before she wanted to be reading, how to speak without reading, and now she just speaks so effortlessly and naturally. If you want to do that as well, where you never think of forgetting a line, you're not afraid, you just step in there and know that you are the message. You are the message. It's like you stepped into somewhere. You cannot be afraid that you will not be present. You're going to lose yourself. You are there and you are the message. So it's so easy. Reach out to me. Let me grow and work with you to become that authentic public speaker that you deserve to be. That when you go somewhere, I've done this when I speak to people, I don't speak anywhere and leave. I'm not boasting again. Like I said, the bird doesn't boast when they fly. It's just their nature. I was born to speak. I was born to be a transformational speaker. When I step anywhere and I speak, people don't live the same. And people tell me I've got these gifts. I'm speaking to a group of people. It can be hundreds. It's like I'm having a relationship with each one. And I'm looking around. People feel touched. It's a gift. If you want to speak in that way, that you get into an environment, you take over your audience, you mesmerize them. Their eyes are drawn to you. I speak sometimes for hours. People are looking at me. They are not moving. I think I've gone over my time. They are still waiting for me to speak more. If you want to speak that way, reach out. You can't have the best public speaking trainer like myself. Truly authentic, the most natural, authentic public speaker that you find in the world. I am here. I live it. I live it. Check my messages. I don't need notes. I step in and speak. I'll also give you the secret how you can speak without having notes. You know, there are some things I do. There are a way I taught my children that as well. Incredible. You join me for that public speaking. If you need my support, it can be confidence, to develop that unwavering confidence. Unwavering means unshakable. If you see me today from childhood, I've never changed. I can never lose my confidence. People say, oh, this knocked my confidence down. You were really never confident. Okay? Why? Confidence is trust. Trust in the self. If you trust in the self is you. As long as you're living, what happened? You need to keep trusting yourself. You don't trust on someone you don't know or nowhere. It means you don't know yourself well. So something knocked your confidence down. You lost that job. That job, if you lost that job and your confidence is knocked down, your trust, your confidence was on that job and never on yourself. That job gave you your what and never who you are. So that's why when you lost that job, you lost that marriage. The marriage was what was making you portray yourself out there that you had value. So if you lost it, of course, you're going to knock your confidence down. I want to build your confidence, that unwavering, unshakable confidence that is grounded and never leaves you. If you need that, it doesn't matter what color of skin you have. I work with all sorts. I work with top leaders, male white leaders. Later on, I even started hearing that white men, they have a group. I don't know. People have all of this mindset. For me, it doesn't matter. I step into anywhere. It can be the leaders. Call me to go speak to presidents. I will not change who I am. I will step in the same way because I know who I am. I know the power. Okay? And if they're calling me there because I've got something to share, I'm bringing the power. I'm bringing the what? I'm bringing the value, and they need my value. So it's you understanding that to build that unwavering confidence. If you need that, I'm here to help you. If it's resilience to be able to bounce back no matter what happens to you in life, to say goodbye forever to depression. Yes, I mean forever to depression. You can. I was teaching our young children today, and it says, God says to us, I've not given you, I think it's 1 Timothy 1:7. I've not given you a spirit of fear. I've not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of fear or timidity. Power, love, sound mind. Power, love, sound mind. I've got a spirit of power, love. So you always love and you cannot hate. You cannot, despite who you meet in life, because that's not your nature. Sound mind. Your mind is sound. You cannot have depression. Your mind is sound. When we start having that, because we are now focusing on the external, on the trials we have forgotten about our true relationship, that divine connection and spirit. I'll leave you here. Stay disciplined, and you see how your life will be transformed. You become all that you were created to be and do the things that you were called to do. You'll be able to say no. Remember, you cannot please people. You are not born to be a person pleaser. If you're one of them, start thinking of how you're going to start living your life fully. If you're a people pleaser, it's because most often you don't have clear goals for yourself. So you have a lot of time. You don't know what to do. So it's just easy to jump in there and jump out there and go there to please people. Okay, darling, it's been great being with you today. Wish you a glorious Sunday, and God bless you. Lots of love from your wonderful transformation friend and Dr. Sylvia Forchapley-Camby. Please follow me on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video to bless someone. My goal is to reach out, impact, and transform the lives of 10 million people this year. And this is one of the ways I'll be doing that. I'll be releasing a number of books this year as well. My next book will be coming out within the next 30 days. And that will be the second book for the year. And then I'll actually decree when the next one will come out again. My husband and myself, finally, we're going to publish a book, The Power Couple Blueprint. I've been pulling him. He had to publish his own book alone. I'll be publishing now with him. I will let you know as well when that will be coming out, and other books. God bless you, and it was lovely spending this time.